Okay, so I'ma need y'all not to sleep on me this video because I'm coming at y'all with
Another one.
Damn, son, where'd you find...
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Savior. Let's get right into it. Yes, we got the boss dawn of the Pacific Rim franchise, Lego Gipsy Danger version 4. Now, I don't know what the hell's going on with this guy, but it has taken me a little over 2 years to finally construct a decent looking Gipsy Danger. This is why we're at the version 4. Alright, so this version of Gipsy Danger actually has instructions that are available for download over on my Rebrickable page. The link for that is in the description. On top of that though, it is scaling in at 7 inches tall, is composed of 544 pieces, and should take you about 2 hours to build. Hold the phone though, because I know there are a few people watching that aren't familiar with who Gipsy Danger even is because they maybe didn't get a chance to see the movie. So number one, if you unfortunately didn't get a chance to see the movie, you playing.
Please! Jesus Christ.
You saw that? Like, you saw how fast the energy just changed. Like, we was here and then just we up here. Bro, chill. Nah, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, they should have seen the movie by now. They playing. Bro. My apologies, we got a little sidetracked. So like I was saying before, for those of you that don't know, Gipsy Danger is a giant mech suit that is manned by 2 people and used to fight giant monsters from another dimension. And the reason these man-made mech suits are so vital to the storyline is because these are the only things that are strong enough to take down these massive kaijus.
Oh.
And so not only is Gipsy Danger physically strong, but he also comes equipped with a couple of weapons to take these monsters down. One of them is the plasma cannon, which I designed here, which can be attached to either forearm simply by snapping off the fist and just tapping it onto the exposed stud. And on the other hand, we've got the signature retractable chain blade, which can be attached to the side of either hand by simply removing the tile that's on the outer portion of it and snapping the blade onto the exposed stud where the tile once was. Now, the reason it took me 2 years and 4 versions to finally design Gipsy Danger correctly is because of its proportions. Because he's like slender, right? But then he's bulky at the same time. For example, right, he's got this bulky or oval shaped upper body here, but then it can be too bulky because if it's too bulky, then it makes his waist look too thin. And then he's got these broad shoulders and kind of like slender arms. So then the shoulders can't be too broad now because then they'll make the arms look disproportionately skinny. So with all of the previous versions, something was always just a tiny bit off in terms of proportions, and it ended up taking away from the entire design. However, with this 4th version here, I feel like they're pretty spot on. And then the second component that I was struggling to get correct over the 4 versions was the detailing of this guy, especially at the small scale that I was building him at. Now, peep game, because this is kind of crazy. If you go to Google Images right now and type in Gipsy Danger, you will see versions of him where he's pretty much just entirely dark blue with the yellow visor and maybe the yellow engine or turbine in the center there. And then you'll see other versions of him where he's dark blue, but he's got white in there, some gold, some red, some yellow, and he's just extremely colorful, or at least the colorful sections on him really pop. So I was like, you know what? With the version 4, I'm just throwing every color on this joint, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, boy.
That's wild. Nah, it be like that sometimes. So this may legitimately be the most colorful Lego Gipsy Danger that you ever see. But honestly, I like it. And now on to the biggest and probably the best fix of the version 4, the articulation. I'm going to show you the one piece that I used on this version that I didn't use on any of the previous ones that enhanced its articulation by 1,000%.
Nani?
Ladies and gents, the ball bar. Yes, the ball bar. Very unassuming, very unassuming, very nonchalant. You see this laying in the pile and you're not gonna instinctively know how powerful this piece is. You're not gonna know. Alright, now check this, because I'ma put y'all on game one time. So don't say I never did nothing for y'all, cause you'll be lying. Okay, so you saw the pieces, right? So then, using those same pieces, we go boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. That's a waste.
Good God, what is this?
And these are the pieces and techniques that I use to articulate the arms and legs on the Gipsy Danger version 4 here. Prior to this version, all of the other ones had really finicky articulation or lacked posability, which ended up negatively impacting the display value of the build. But anyway, we covered all the bases. If you guys are interested in checking out another one of my downloadable mocks, I'll leave the link to my Sonic the Hedgehog Death Egg Robot mock at the end of this video.